this part of the series is going to be Java Basics Advanced Part 2. So, what we're going to learn in this is we're going to learn enums, variables, and then go a little bit more into classes. So, if we make an enum, we're first going to start by going enum, and then our class name. So let's just make it called fruits. And then we're going to go just with what CodeWithMe is telling me. So apple, banana, orange, and strawberry. That looks good. And now we're going to go public static fruit. And this is going to be our name. Public static fruits, because it's the type of fruits. The fruit equal to fruits.apple. So now this variable right here that's called fruit is taking the value apple. So now what we're going to do is in this function, let's just go, hey, let's go fruit is equal to fruits.banana. So now it's changing that to be a banana. So the way these are most typically used is in finite state machines, which I have another video on. But what we would do is we'd switch on fruit, which is our variable name. And then we go, okay, case apple. We're going to system.out. We're going to print apple. And then you always have to have this little break right there. Otherwise, it will do both at the same time. For instance, if I had this, under any case, it would print both. So that's not good. We just add a break. And I'm just going to fill out the rest of these real quick because usually switch cases must be exhaustive, which means every enum that they switch on has to have something that it runs. So that's what the switch case will do. And that's really nice because what it allows you to do is when you have a finite state machine, it allows you to know exactly what's going to happen on each state. And then it makes it easier and easier to code. So next, for variables, this is the typical variable definition right here, just a public static or a public, and then your type name. So if it's integer, it's just int. If it's double, it's double. If it's a float, it's just a float. If it's a list with another type inside of it, which can be an integer, which you can see here. It can be a string. It can be anything. And then for classes, we use classes most typically because it lets you control different things, right? So I can have a class for an arm, or I can have a class for a servo subsystem, and it lets you make things into more organized and also makes it easier as a developer for what stuff is going to be where. So an example of this in like class creation, right? We have cars right here. So we can run operations inside the car much easier than if we were to go, oh yeah, I want you to print this every time. Because now we just go, hey, you're a Toyota Camry and you should go run. Instead of just saying, okay, we got to print this a bunch of times. It also makes it much easier because you're not doing the same thing 50 times. So yeah, that'll be the Java Advanced part.